On KYOK are entirely those of the hosts, guests, and callers who are entirely responsible for all show content and do not in any way reflect the opinions of KYOK Radio, its sponsors, staff, or management. When you walk out on that field today, ask yourself this question. What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Let's go! We made it! We made it! We made it! We made it! I'm going to the house! I'm going to the house! When I step on the field, I send one message. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. Ball is getting hit. That's it. It's gonna be football, no. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Let's hunt now. Let's hunt now. Let's go. Let's hunt. We ready? I'm going to the house. I'm going to the house. We're talking about the Jets like we're talking about the Saints. You know, all this trying to be the Miami Heat of football. Yeah. The bottom line is you got to buckle up with chin straps. It's embarrassing. Yeah. Don't disrespect the game like that. So much crying from him. He's a man. He can be a hit just like us. He's a man. You already make the big money. He's a man. I'm glad when you step on the field, man. That's who I did. When I step on the field, I send one message. And this is what it feels like. Oh, my bad. You had no work in my world. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Let's go. Let's go. All right, God, let us go. We made it. I'm going to the house. I'm going to the house. It's a wrap. No, this game is not over. It is just getting started right here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK, all new 92.3 FM. It's streaming live on KYOKradio.org. For those who wonder, why do you call yourself legendary? You shouldn't have to call yourself legendary. This KYOK signal has been in this area since the 60s. That's legendary. I'm just really proud to be a part of this radio station family, and it is Freestyle Friday on the lunch break, so you know me. I'll talk about anything. All right, we're also broadcasting live again on KYOKradio.org, AM 1140, 92.3, and you can stream us on Facebook at Lunch Break KYOK, on Twitter at Lunch Break KYOK, and on Twitch at Lunch Break KYOK. And then on YouTube, it's The Lunch Break with AJ Jones. So I'm actually checking us out on the monitor on YouTube right now. Camera quality looks horrible, but it's okay. We're in a kind of remodel mode. So what you see today is not how it's going to be always. So anyway, Throwback Thursday yesterday, a lot of fun with Garrett Jones and Chris Gardner, Houston Round Ball Review. Hung out with some really great people from the broadcast community last night on a Zoom call. Really enjoyed that. And here we are, Freestyle Friday. And what's the talk of the day? What is it? The talk of the day. Who thinks they know what the talk of the day is? The talk of the day is this. All right, let me find it. I got to find the talk of the day. Here's the talk of the day. You ready? All right, let me give it to you. All right, here's the talk of the day. I posted up me and Coach Johnny Cole's power rankings the other day. Posted them up, and then I got beat up. Talk of the day, man. This is the talk of the day. I got to find this one because I thought this was, here we go. Unc G, Mike G, 98100. Alabama A&M just gave up 61 points to a team FAMU held to 7. You, sir, are the reason people don't take
HBCU sports serious. The reports are a complete joke. Man, I didn't know I was responsible for all that. I did not know that I messed all that up. I've been the guy that has walked into the restroom at the Texans game, up in the media press box, and the bathrooms. It's a small area, so there's more than one person in there, and every now and then I'll lean back and I'll turn the lights off in the whole bathroom, and I own that. Hey, my bad. That was me. That was me. I've been the guy at the party because I used to DJ. I'd be the guy at the party, and we banging and we banging. It's popping, it's hot, and all of a sudden the music goes zip, and I got the cord wrapped around my leg. I've been that guy, and I take responsibility for that. But with everything going on in the world today, with John Gruden, with Kyrie Irving, with Bruce Allen, Tom Brady, Jalen Hurts, real stuff going on. I did not know that I was responsible. I'm the reason that people don't take HBCU sports serious. So I said back to this young man, Unc G, I said, thank you for the encouragement. I really appreciate you. Blessings. I'm like, yeah, man, thank you for that. I had no idea that I had all that juice. I mean, he didn't say you are one of the reasons people don't take HBCU sports serious. He didn't say that because that might have been an accurate statement. But he said you are the reason why people don't take HBCU sports serious. All because me and Coach Johnny Cole, my frat brother, yo dude, who take our HBCU stroll every Monday from 1 to 2 Central right here on the legendary KYOK, AM 1140, 92.3 FM, and streaming live on kyokradio.org. Just because we put out we didn't put out the power rankings. We put out our power rankings based on our assessment of the teams and the games. And yeah, we put out, I didn't say we're going to put out, our, including you, G. I said it's our as in the lunch break, HBCU stroll. And unbeknownst to me and us, you, sir, it's not even Coach Cole. Coach Cole, you're not in this. This is why I didn't call you with this. You, sir, are the reason people don't take HBCU sports. Not just football. Like I got HBCU soccer looking shady. I got women's basketball looking suspect. I got the volleyball team looking like, I don't know about that. I can't take that serious. Why? AJ Jones put out a jacked up power ranking on the Twitter the other day. I didn't know I had all the juice, man. I need some more juice. I want to use my superpowers for good. I don't know. I want to use my superpowers for good. So the question of the day is given that I have power over the credibility of all of HBCU sports, all of them, golf, tennis. I don't know if J.R. Smith realized that he needed to kiss up to me because I got the power to make his sport credible. Given that I have the power over all HBCU sports, what should I do with my superpowers? I like it. I'm not tripping off of it. I like it. I like when people allow me to be in their head rent free. When they give me more power or credit than I deserve, I'll take it. I'm not one of those ones. Oh no, I didn't mean to make you feel that way. It's like, I made you feel that way? Wow, thanks for the encouragement. That's great. That's good. You said what? I'm the reason nobody believes it? Oh man, that's wonderful. Who knew? All right, so what should I do with my superpowers? 281-453-1000. 281-453-1000, or text me 832-403-5005. What should I do with my new superpowers that I did not know I had? I got all kinds. I want to fix world hunger. I want to make corona go away. I don't want to find medicine for cancer. I want to find the cure for cancer. Now that I got the superpowers over all HBCU sports, let's put this to good use. So y'all let me know. 281-453-1000, 281-453-1000. I am Mr. HBCU. I'll be right back right after this on the lunch break.
KYOK 1140 AM and 92.3 FM. The legend continues.
I'm Jacqueline Carr, and here is your winning strategy. Whatever you encounter, whether a new job, travel, business, adventures, ministry, and so on, don't be shy to ask the questions that will advance you and prosper you in completing your task. One popular saying is that the only dumb question is the one that you don't ask. Asking questions shows your eagerness to learn. Never be afraid to ask, am I filling out this paper correctly? How many times do I need to paint this to make the colors blend? When you're going into an agreement with someone, ask the questions that matters to you so that you will address your concerns. Watching my parents, I've noticed that they would always ask the hard questions first, especially my dad. My dad always says, ask it in the beginning so you won't have to ask it at the end.
Only one word can describe Mickey D's crispy chicken sandwich. It's crispy, juicy, tender. Let me break it down. It's crispy like that hawk in Chi-Town, juicy like sharing the latest tea, and tender like when you're getting all the feels. It's crispy, juicy, tender white meat chicken and crunchy pickles on a buttery potato bun. And word is, when you order on the app, you'll get a free medium fries and soft drink. So check out Mickey D's crispy chicken sandwich. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Valid 30 and 11 22 to 12/12/21. Valid one time per week. McDonald's app download registration required.
Don't mind me, just sneaking out to go to Kohl's. The home deals right now, they're too good to pass up. Like up to 40% off Cuddle That's bedding, up to 50% off the cutest fall decor, and up to 25% off Ninja kitchen appliances. How can I resist? You can even get 15% off or 15, 20, or 30% off with a Kohl's card. So yeah, I'm going all in for fall, and I can't even wait. Select styles. Offers end October 17th. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Hello, this is Claude Cummings Jr., Vice President of Communication Workers of America District 6. Trey and I are inviting you to listen in to our new political talk show, Power to the People Political Hour.
Hello, this is Trey Daniels from the Daniels Group. Yes, Claude, the show will be hard-hitting and informative, talking about national and local political issues of the day, week, and month. Interviews will be with pastors, community leaders, elected officials, and political operatives. You know, Claude, a part of our responsibility is informing the citizenry and give them power to the people.
That's right, Trey. We're asking that you listen in on 1140 AM, 92.3, or streaming on KYOKradio.org, Thursdays at 10 a.m.
That's my new theme song. Gotta give people what they want.
You're having your lunch on the lunch break with KYOK.
All right, y'all. We're back on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM, streaming live on KYOKradio.org. It is our Freestyle Friday, and they're starting to come in. Somebody just sent me a message. AJ, Dawn Staley just got a new contract at South Carolina. She's getting paid over $3 million a year. Was that you? Yeah. I used my superpowers to make sure Dawn Staley got $3 million. Thank you, Dawn. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, let me see. I got another one in here. Clarence. Hey, AJ, help Grambling beat that team from Third Ward this homecoming game. Clarence, I bequeath as Mr. HBCU, who has the entire power to make people find HBCU sports in totality with credibility. I bequeath Grambling the win. You don't even have to play the game. Go ahead and play it, though, because they traveled up there, but you got the win. You got the win. All right, what else can I do with my superpower? I'm loving this. Man, I didn't know I had all this power. If I had known, I'd have been doing stuff for now, not before now. In fact, I bequeath that as Mr. credibility HBCU, I don't have to use all the letters in the word. So instead of B4, I'm going to just say for now. If I had known I had all this power for now, I would have done stuff. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. And just because of that, let me give my latest, greatest HBCU SWAC power rankings. I got number 1, Jackson State. I got them number 1. Now, I should have Prairie View because Prairie View is 3-0 in the SWAC. Jackson State is 2-0, but I got Jackson State number 1, partially because they just beat Alabama A&M by like 150. Like they beat Alabama A&M by like 150. And when you beat somebody like Alabama A&M by like 150, you get to be number 1. So Jackson State number 1. Number 2, Prairie View, not Prairie View, Prairie View. Number 3, a team that has one of the best defenses in black college football as well as in the SWAC, Alcorn. They're 2-0 in the SWAC. I've got them at number 3. And then at number 4, I got FAMU, and I guess that's where the problem is because FAMU is higher than, I don't know, Alabama A&M. I don't know. I got FAMU at number 4. Don't tell Uncle G. Don't tell him. But that's where I got it. And then at number 5, I got Alabama State. Alabama State is sneaky good. And since I got all the power to affect the credibility of black or HBCU sports. I gotta get my power right. Can somebody make me one of them cards where I know what my power is, like a flash card, so I know what all the power is I have? Because I ain't know. See, I don't have to use all the letters. Hello, you're live on the lunch break. Who's this?
AJ.
All right, call me by my title now. Call me by Mr. All-Powerful HBCU man.
I was doing that, Mr. All-Powerful HBCU man.
Say it with your chest, bro.
Listen.
Say it like you mean it.
Bro, listen, man. I was calling to see if we can get a little HBCU love. Sprinkle, just send it to me ahead of them this weekend.
Wait a minute, say it again now. You want HBCU love for what?
The Cowboys going into New England.
Okay, now listen now. I got power. And I mean, I got all power over all HBCU sports. But because I got all this power over HBCU sports, I bequeath myself power over the NFL as well. Why? Ask your neighbor. He said, why? Because there are probably some HBCU players in the game. Therefore, I humbly submit unto you, somebody say amen, that I have the power to say that the Cowboys are going to beat New England Sunday at 3:25.
I receive it in the almighty HBCU man himself, Mr. AJ.
I'm just using my power, bro. I'm just using my superpowers for good. You do know that the Cowboys are not going to lose that game, right? You do know that the New England Patriots have not won a home game this season, right?
Listen, honestly, I'm not concerned about New England. If I was concerned that you was going to run out of power, I'd have told you don't even use it. But I know you got all power. So that being said, yeah, no, I'm not concerned about that at all, man. I know this is going to be a nice, fun little practice game for us. And Mr. Mac Jones, he's gonna have his hands cut out for me. And we'll be looking for pick number 8 this weekend. So, and that's just on how we play ball, man. But you do know what we need power at, though, AJ?
Where's that?
Power over at the Astros Stadium, man. We're behind. Lance McCullers is not going to play in this series, and the pitching staff needs a lot of power. They need a lot of help. So we hope that some power can get in them back and out hit and out hit Boston, because it's gonna be a long series if we can't, because the pitching. I think that pitching staff is gonna be in for a long weekend.
Well, let me just say this. I just found out on the way in that Lance McCullers Jr. Was not going to be on the roster for the ALCS because of that discomfort in his forearm. I'm just glad it's not the tendon in the hand that he had, surgically repaired. But you're right. It's and that's why I posted last night. Dusty Baker did an interview, and he didn't even speak directly about Lance. He said, ain't nobody going to send us a postcard. Ain't nobody going to send us a get well soon card. Nobody's going to send us flowers or gifts, because they feel sorry for us. We just got to go out there and play. So whoever it is, has got to step up. And I love Dusty. I mean, really, the Houston Astros don't deserve Dusty Baker. Dusty Baker has hit a place in his life where he's not going to let you stress him out. He's not going to let you make him worry about anything that he don't need to worry about. And just because you worried about it don't mean he's worried about it. And I love that, man. I'm serious. And when I said I loved Dusty Baker, I meant that. So that being said, whoever it's your time to shine. It's your time to be the next hero of the Houston Astros story in the ALCS to help them get to another World Series. You do that, and guess what? Ain't nobody mad. Lance McCullers Jr. ain't going to be mad.
Not at all, man. Not at all. And you're 100% right on Dusty, man. I really love that guy. I love his demeanor. I just love his leadership. I love his character. Everything about him just speaks to just excellence. And you're right. The Astros are blessed to have him, and how much they truly appreciate him. I don't know to that extent, but I do know this, that as a fan of the club, I love him, man. I think he's amazing. I really do enjoy him leading this team. And for him, I hope that they win it. Because when you think about what they have lost in terms of pitching and what they're coming into the season with, or going into the playoffs with, it's phenomenal, the coaching job that he's doing. And does anybody ever talk about, one last thing and I'll let you go, does anybody ever talk about why no one ever sees Verlander at the stadium supporting his team?
You know what? That's a very good observation and question, because somebody tried to make it a big deal Sunday at the stadium about Deshaun. Is he down there? Why isn't he down there? Like, he should at least be down there supporting his team. And number one, I think Deshaun was in the building because he's been in the building before. But number two, nobody ever asked where Verlander is. Verlander's still getting paid a whole lot of money from the Houston Astros organization.
$33 million, let's be exact. $33 million for this year. So where is he? And, it just bothers me that we get convenient amnesia or the hypocrisy in sports. You want to be mad at certain players you want to be mad at. Or you want to cause drama with certain players you want to cause drama with. Or you want some media want some athletes to be perceived one way because that's the narrative that you like to create. No, we pay attention. I certainly pay attention. And Justin Verlander is getting paid a lot of money for him not to be on the sideline or not the sideline, but in the dugout or somewhere in the building, somewhere in the owner's box to support his team. I just find that kind of funny to me.
Well, let me just say
nobody
this.
called him out and say,
let me say this, because it's I have the power, so we're not gonna get upset about it. And maybe Justin is deep in the dugout. Maybe they got to dig Justin out. He's so deep in the dugout. So We'll leave it at that. He in there. We just can't see him. He's so deep in there.
Okay.
I love this new power of mine, bro. I'm using this thing for good. Keith, if you had superpowers, what would you use them for?
I can't say that on the radio.
Lord. Help him, Jesus. Help him. Touch him around his forehead, Lord. Get down around his spleen and just touch him so he'll think pure and holy thoughts.
I mean, the thoughts are pure and holy. It's just, for some people, it wouldn't be fun, man.
You be like David. Lord, get them, because they messing with me. I don't like them. They don't like me. Get them. David wasn't man. David was like, listen here, Lord, if I got favor with you, then get them, because they bothering me and I don't like it.
Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly that would be my superpower. And
well, let me change my prayer. Lord, touch him around his forehead, get him down around his spleen, and don't let him ball his fists up at nobody, Lord. Let him put his hands together and pray for them that despitefully use him. And if they pop him in his mouth, Lord, let him turn the other cheek, because he looked like he'll fight. And amen. I got power, bro. I'm using my superpower for good today.
You know what? Like you told me a couple of last Friday before I went off when I was up in Fort Worth, I'm gonna pray for you, brother, because as Skipper Lee say, you get off my telephone. I'm gonna get off your telephone.
Longhorn Keith, love you, man. Be safe out there this weekend.
All right, love you too, man.
All right, Longhorn Keith, man, good dude. Yeah, man, I like these superpowers. All right, let me take a break. I'll be back. I gotta do a little technical work here in the studio, but I'll be right back right after this. These words from our sponsor on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK.
The legendary KYOK 1140 AM. The legendary KYOK 92.3 FM. Two radio stations in one.
See you there. In need of tires? Check out OMG Tire Services and more. New and used tires, all the name brands you desire. Located at 3126 Tidwell, between 59 North and Jensen. Give them a call at 832-767-3211. Top-notch service from beginning to end. When you're done, get your car hand-washed inside and out at OMG Tire Services and more. Located at 3126 Tidwell, between 59 North and Jensen. Call 832-767-3211. That's 832-767-3211. Conveniently located on the north side.
Hi, I'm Larry Scott, host of the Not So Christian and Me show. Join me Saturdays for great fun, interviews, music, and the latest news surrounding our world today. We are the show that cares to hear your voice and opinion with real conversation in a no judgment zone. So join me Saturdays from 1 to 2 p.m. on the Not So Christian and Me show right here on the legendary KYOK Radio 1140 AM and the all-new 92.3 FM and KYOKradio.org.
Remember in the beginning, when you first started to build a life for you and your family, you never imagined it would come to this. Instead of living your dreams, you're living with debt. In fact, it's smothering you. Now there's a way you can take back control with one simple call. If you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt, you qualify to receive a free, no-obligation consultation on how to get rid of that debt for good. Call the Debt Helpline now. We work on your behalf to reduce your debt. We specialize in credit cards, retail store cards, and medical bills. One simple call is all it takes to get the ball rolling to a debt-free life. Stop living with debt and start living your dreams. Call the Debt Helpline now.
800-958-2156. 800-958-2156. 800-958-2156. That's 800-958-2156.
It's the lunch break on KYOK.
All right, y'all, we back here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM, streaming live, lunchbreakkyokradio.org. You can also check us out on Facebook at lunchbreakkyok, on Twitter at lunchbreakkyok, on Twitch at lunchbreakkyok, and on YouTube, The Lunch Break with AJ Jones. All right, let's see. I got some more of these, so I gotta get them. AJ, use your power to bring me one of those seafood baked potatoes you got yesterday. I noticed you didn't offer none to nobody. I didn't. I'm sorry. You can get on over to Adrian Wooten's Just Like That, barbecue, soul food, catering, and more. You can do that. Look, trust me, I tell you, they'll bless you. Because that thing blessed me. Woo! That thing blessed me. It was huge. It had shrimp on it. It had this seafood sauce on it. And I love a good baked potato. I love a good baked potato. And let me ask you, hold on, it's Freestyle Friday, so let me ask this question. All right, for all you people out there that's running around messing up a good bowl of grits with sugar on it, do you put sugar on your potatoes? If you don't put sugar on your potatoes, why are you messing up your grits with your sugar? I'm just trying to ask a question. Do you put sugar on your potatoes? Yes or no? 281-453-1000, 281-453-1000, or text me, 832-403-5005. If you sprinkling all that sugar on your grits, are you sprinkling them on your potatoes? Because that baked potato is good. And I'm one of those guys, I eat the whole thing. I eat the skin and the quote unquote meat of the baked potato. I do, because somebody told me a long time ago, the nutrients are in the skin part. And she made that just right. It had a little snapback to it, had a little crunch to it, and I liked it. So yeah, I strongly recommend y'all get in touch with my girl over there, Adrian Wooten, and she will take good care of you. But yeah, no, I can't use my superpowers. That's like my kryptonite. Sharing my food is like my kryptonite. I just, All right, let me see. 816-424-816. That's Kansas City. Ain't that Kansas City, 816? The reason why I asked, we're talking about food on the lunch break. They have the best barbecue in the United States of America, bar none. Was talking with a young lady last night that she's in Memphis, and she was asking about food places, and I didn't want to say, whatever you do, don't try that barbecue with that, what they put on coleslaw they put coleslaw or mashed potatoes or something on the barbecue. I was like, what you do to my sandwich? I ain't asked for that. And they like, well, we asked you if you wanted traditional. I thought you meant like traditional barbecue. You talking about your Memphis tradition. Kansas City has the best barbecue. Don't at me. It's already been proven. If you don't live in Kansas City, your barbecue ain't good. So, that's just the way it is. You just got Q. You don't have barbecue. You just got Q if you don't live in Kansas City. I said it with my chest. Texas, Louisiana, Florida, East Coast, West Coast, worldwide. Hey, best barbecue in the United States of America is in Kansas City. That's what it is. I knew she was going to say something. CJ used to live in Memphis, and she be trying to defend the Memphis barbecue like it's. I was driving through. I said, man, I called one of my homeboys like, yo, man, I'm driving through your city. I know you out of town. Where do I need to go get some good Memphis barbecue? He said, oh, man, it's a spot right in the hood. It looks like a hole in the wall, but, that's where the best food is. And that's partially true. Some of the best restaurants I've been to have been, little holes in the wall. Anyway, he said, told me where to go. I pulled it up. I found it, went through the drive-through. Lady asked, she asked me, I admit she asked me. She said, do you want traditional or do you want regular, I think? Yeah, traditional or regular. And I was like, traditional. And it had this big old pile of potato salad or coleslaw or something on it. I was like, what are you doing to the barbecue? What you doing to my salad? I ain't walked there. And thank goodness I opened it up before I drove off because I was driving back to Houston. I think I was coming back from Little Rock. And man, I was a little upset because the sandwich wasn't cheap. I said, no, ma'am, I'm knocking on the glass, man. Hello? Blow my horn. Come, hey, what happened to my sandwich? Because, you know, I'm Mr. HBCU, and I can leave letters out if I want to. She said, oh, you said you wanted traditional. I said, traditional what? She said, traditional, you know, that's how we serve them here. I was like, oh, no, ma'am, I'm sorry. I won't be able to eat this. Can I get one without this stuff on it? And can I get another one? Because I don't even want to taste, you know, coleslaw or mashed potatoes or whatever it was on my sandwich. And she gave me a look that if looks could kill, I would have died, been resurrected, and died again. Like if my name was Lazarus and Jesus said, come out, and I walked out and she looked at me, I would have died and went back in. She killed me like 10 times with that one look. CJ say it's coleslaw and it's good on hot dogs too. I can see it on hot dogs. I would try it on a hot dog. I didn't say I'd eat it. Try it. One bite. If I don't like it, here, I need another one. But on barbecue, y'all just want to mess up barbecue. Like y'all don't ever want to have good barbecue because you want to mess it up every time. Like who came up with the idea? You ever wonder who came up with the first thing of a weird idea? Like ladies, some of y'all put beer on your hair. It's supposed to make it shiny and all that kind of stuff. Who tried that for the first time? Like, I think I'll pour beer on my head. Somebody put mayonnaise on their hair. It's like, so you were just having a sandwich. You went to put the mayonnaise on your bread, and the knife slipped up all the way to your hair, and you decided that felt good, so now you got a thing. Hello, you're live on the lunch break. Who's this?
What it do, AJ? Ferdinand Lunch Break is what's going down.
All right, Ferdinand, I know you've been all around the country. Tell the truth. Kansas City has the best barbecue, and Memphis knows how to mess up barbecue. Tell the truth, Ferdinand.
Well, I've been through Kansas City, but I've never eaten the food there.
I feel sorry for you, bro. I love you, and I'm praying, Father, let him make it back. Let him make it back and let him get some barbecue. You know, I'm Mr. HBCU. I got all the power. So let him make it back. Let him get some real good Gates or Jack Stack or Arthur Bryan's barbecue, and let him just be blessed. Amen.
Hey, AJ, if you get some time in your near future or in the future, I know you're a busy guy, put on a barbecue cooking contest and see who have some close to, you know, like you say, Kansas City is the best. See, is barbecue either good here or not good here?
Okay, so you bring up a good point. I'm not saying the barbecue here is trash because I'll never get another barbecue plate, a sandwich, or nothing like that.
No, I mean, the barbecue place here is not, you know, outstanding either, AJ. What made me start barbecuing because I got tired of giving my hard-earned money away to trash.
Okay, all right. Well, you said that with your chest. You said that like you
got some people just because they got barbecue restaurant think it's good. It's horrible. It's horrible.
Let me tell you something now. You really not lying because I'm not gonna call the name of the place, but there's a spot in Pearland, and I went and got the barbecue when I was eating meat, and I could tell they boiled everything. Boiled everything before they put it on anybody's pit, and it just made it taste wet and soggy and horrible. And it was packed. The place was packed. I'm just like, oh, y'all don't even know what barbecue is.
Well, because see, people in Houston, they're so accustomed to just going and buying food. People in Houston don't really know good food unless you've eaten some food from Louisiana or other places that truly have good food.
Well, and now, again, Ferdinand, you may be just right because there are people here in Texas, the great state of Texas, that seem to think that they know how to make gumbo. And I can just look at your roux. And if you don't know what roux is, you don't know what gumbo is. I can look at your roux and tell if it's going to taste good or not. So you are absolutely right. There are people here that think that they know how to make gumbo and think that they know how to make potato salad. And I can look at it and say, no, I'm good. My stomach hurt. I'm fine. Thank you, though.
Absolutely. I went to a gumbo cooking contest I want to say it was either in spring or Conroe. Out of all the gumbo that I tasted, I never tasted anything in that whole entire lot that I tasted was good. All of it was not good. I mean, at least one, entree be good. None of that stuff was to my liking. So, yeah, everybody can't cook gumbo, and everybody can't barbecue. Now, I need some pointers on how barbecue should be, for as...
You ought to do some videos, Ferdinand. Ferdinand, you ought to do some YouTube videos.
I have some videos, and I'll probably have to send them to you. But real barbecue, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, is wood, not broil, not put on a gas. Your gas, use it, and then no, that's not barbecue. You're barbecue using wood.
Now, Ferdinand, but you got people running out there now and buying these expensive pellet grills. So they're using like wood chips and pellets. And again, they thinking they doing something. And it's like, first of all, barbecuing takes time. It's not a fast process. You can't just run. So if you're in a hurry, then you might as well throw that in the microwave or the oven and call it a day. But if you're gonna barbecue, you got to take the time to put that wood in there, and it's got to be good wood, and put that wood in there and let that heat get just right, and then take it from there. If you don't know how to do that, you already starting off on the wrong track.
See, some people just they hadn't been around grandma and them, back in the day, when we didn't have a problem, AJ, whipping up some soul food from scratch, taking that meat, that brisket, that steak, that pork that we had to eat, and we made it out of something. That's good eating. But people nowadays, they just want to pay, and they just think because people have an establishment, it's good food. And it's a lot of restaurants in Houston. Horrible, okay?
Well, all I'm going to say is this. If you go back through Kansas City, you stop in either a Gates or Jack Stack or Arthur Bryant's and thank me later, okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, so I got the power. Do the Texans beat the Colts on the road Sunday at noon? And, oh, yeah, we got some controversy in the building because General Manager Nick Caserio says the team will do what's in the best interest of the team when Tyrod Taylor comes back versus Davis Mills. Coach Cully says when Tyrod Taylor is healthy, he is the starting quarterback for the Texans.
Let me help you out there, Jay. When the Texans go to is it New England?
No, they go to Indianapolis.
The Texans won't win. Your best case scenario, and like I first stated to JJ Williams and to you, their best chances to win is with Tyrod Taylor. Not going to knock Davis Mills. Davis Mills is just not that guy right now. That doesn't mean, AJ, he won't be that guy in 2 or 3 years from now. But you won't win a game with Davis Mills. He just don't have what it takes to win a game in the NFL. Not right now. He may be ready in 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks from now. But right now, AJ, when you really look at what that young man is bringing, and look, David Culley is doing everything he can to coach that man into it, to where he have confidence. David Culley is a good coach. He's a good football coach. But Mills just don't have what it takes. I don't see him beating the Colts. If they do, man, kudos. Because I need the Texans to start winning. But no, I don't see him beating the Colts. And for next, that guy named, what's in the best interest of the Texans is you're getting a healthy quarterback. If Tyrod Taylor is the best case scenario for you to win games, then that's who you should go with. And so if now look at it, if he doesn't go with Tyrod, then they're trying to look for a great white hope that they will never get. And so therefore, the best chances, if you want to please your season ticket holders, is to get Tyrod Taylor healthy and when some games become competitive and your fans are satisfied. We know you're not going to the Super Bowl, but at least, AJ, you ought to do something for the guy that's been supporting you year after year after year, no matter what the turmoil looks like. This is not an expansion team. You owe your fans something. But if not, the fans just walk out. If you can't give your fans something better than what we're getting right now, man, don't go. Don't pay not one red dime for a Coca-Cola at NRG.
Well, brother, I hear you, but that fan base here is different, man. They'll run down there if they 0-14 and see them lose the next 2.
Well, I ain't mad at him, but like I said, he said he's going to do what's the best.
I agree with you.
Right. Yeah, that very well might be with Davis Mills. So it's no big deal, man. We'll just, hey, look,
Yeah.
That's why we have other teams, AJ.
What about the Cowboys in New England? What do you think there, Ferdinand?
Well, the Cowboys should be an easy game for New England, but watch this, AJ. If you watch what's going on with Bill Belichick's team, they're coming around. That looked like the Bill Belichick team of old, or what he's been capable of doing before Brady left. He's able to coach guys, get confidence in those guys to play better. So even if New England doesn't do what they need to do on this year, they making progress.
All right, bro. Always good to hear from you, Ferdinand. Caller of the year 2017. Have a safe weekend out there, bro.
I do think.
All right, man. Ferdinand called him like he sees him. You know what? I am Mr. HBCU, and I am using my superpowers for good. I am going to use my superpowers to make Davis Mills victorious. Not just him by himself, though, because everybody seems to think that it's just him and everybody else. No, I am going to bequeath that he leads the Texans to victory this Sunday by at least 3 points. By at least 3 points. I say the kicker is going to kick better. The extra points are going to be better. The coaching is going to be better. And Davis Mills is going to have another game where he does not turn the ball over. And the Texans are going to upset the Indianapolis Colts in Indianapolis Sunday at noon. Why? Because I got the power. All right, I'll be right back right after this on the lunch break.
1140 AM and 92.3 FM. The legendary KYOK.
Do you have high blood pressure or diabetes? Are you over the age of 65 and covered by Medicare? Then pay close attention to this message. Medicare has introduced some new benefits to help consumers during these cautious COVID-19 times. They realize many of you don't want to leave your home to visit a doctor. So now you can get a remote patient monitoring device shipped to your home at little or no cost to you. Now your doctor can identify your problems in real time, which could potentially save your life. Victory Medical can easily ship this monitoring device directly to your home at little or no cost to you. If you have high blood pressure or diabetes and you're covered by Medicare, make this free call right now to see if you qualify for a new remote patient monitoring device. Call now. 800-213-9527. 800-213-9527. 800-213-9527. That's 800-213-9527.
Do you have a home that you don't want anymore? We can buy it from you within 24 hours. Any home, size, or condition. For over 20 years, we've been buying homes for cash and helping homeowners sell their homes immediately with no listings or strangers walking through your home. Are you moving? Did you lose your job? Going through a divorce? Whatever the reason, if you're in a bind and you know that you need to sell your house fast, call the expert team at I Need to Sell My House Fast. We'll make you a serious cash offer to buy your home in 24 hours and let you walk away from it. No listing, no waiting. Sell any home, any size, any condition now. Call the expert team at I Need to Sell My House Fast. Make this free call now.
800-306-1760. 800-306-1760. 800-306-1760. That's 800-306-1760.
Nobody wants to get ripped off, broken into, or robbed, but nobody wants to pay a lot of money to have their home protected either. I've got an offer to tell you about to provide home security for your home for less than $1 a day. For real, with no installation or equipment charges. And this is from a company rated #1 by a leading consumer research company. According to the facts, most of you won't even call unless there's a burglary in your neighborhood or something bad happens. So let's give you a reason. Save money. For less than $1 a day with no other costs, you can get your home secured. Plus, get a lifetime equipment replacement warranty. You need protection for your home. Call the Home Security Hotline right now.
800-561-6198. 800-561-6198. 800-561-6198. Again, that's 800-561-6198.
All right, y'all, back here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK. All new 92.3 FM, streaming live, kyokradio.org. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. Lions Unity Missionary Baptist Church looking for a pastor. They're located in the historic 5th Ward district of the city of Houston. Anyone interested should apply, excuse me, by sending your resumes to Lions Unity Missionary Baptist Church, 3215 Lions Avenue, Houston, Texas, 77020. That's 3215 Lions Avenue, Houston, Texas, 77020. And if you got more information, you need more information, call the church, 713-227-3372. That's 713-227-3372 for Lions Unity Missionary Baptist Church and their pastor search. And you can be anywhere in the country. Just send your stuff in and be willing to come to Houston because they need you here. All right? All right. Okay, so I got to do these birthdays. I got to do the birthdays. Somebody celebrating a birthday. If you've got a birthday coming up today, tomorrow, let me know. But here's what we got to go. All right, a young lady who's like a daughter to me. I absolutely love her. Courtney Cortez, happy birthday, love. I pray you're having a great day. Antoinette Thompson, with your lovely self. I think Antoinette just got engaged. So, brothers, she's celebrating her birthday and her new boo. Happy birthday, Yolanda Widow. Happy birthday, Christina Roberts. Audrey Brooks, one of the most just encouraging and always up kind of people in the world. Audrey Brooks celebrating her birthday today. Bonita Beeson celebrating with Joseph McHenry. Tina Franklin is celebrating her birthday today with her financial wizardry. She knows about those finances. Marquise Hunter is 39. Becky Shamu is 38. Gracie O'Brien, I mean, First Lady of the Pool of Life. Gracie, happy birthday to you. And then Angela M. Jones. What's up, fam? Happy birthday. Angela Harris, and one of the baddest in sports. I didn't say baddest ladies in sports. One of the baddest in sports, none other than Jenny Dial Creech. Happy birthday, sis. All right, without further ado, let me get some birthday love over to you from Usher. Usher, do your thing, bro.
Oh, go shorty, it's your birthday. Ooh, it's your birthday. Go shorty, it's your birthday. Today's your day. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to everybody celebrating birthdays today, this weekend, and if you've got an anniversary happening, happy anniversary to you and yours, whether it be your marital anniversary, your relationship anniversary, if it's an anniversary for you on your job. I had a friend that celebrated her anniversary for her business. She's been in business for 4 years, and she celebrated her anniversary. And I told her, I'm proud of you, girl. And listen, it's a podog, Dr. Gusta Booker, founder of the Greater St. Matthew Baptist Church. One church in 2 locations said it's a podog won't wag his own tail. So if you got a business anniversary, celebrate that. If you're celebrating sobriety, celebrate that. Don't let people tell you when you could, should, or shouldn't celebrate your anniversary. All right. All right. Let me do a quick sports update, and then we'll get Sybil Wilkes on with what you need to know today. I've got a special guest be joining us in the second hour. My first hour guest wasn't able to make it, and we definitely want to keep him lifted. Astros are going to host the Boston Red Sox in Game 1 of the ALCS. That'll be this evening, just after 7 o'clock Central. The breaking news when we came on the air was that Lance McCullers Jr., one of their ace pitchers, will not be carried on the ALCS roster, meaning if he feels better tomorrow, he won't be able to pitch. He feels better the day after that, he won't be able to pitch. He is out for the entire ALCS. And manager Dusty Baker saying, nobody gonna send us a sympathy card or get well soon or no flowers or no candy. We just got to play with what we got. Go on, Dusty. Lead them to the promised land. The Dodgers beat the San Francisco Giants 2-1 last night on an RBI single in the top of the 9th. They advance to the NLCS, and they'll take on Atlanta. NFL last night, Tom Brady and Tampa Bay ran out the clock, but man, they got a little help last night. They held on to beat the Philadelphia Eagles, led by Jalen Hurts, 28-22. What's up with that taunting call? What is taunting about? I'll come back to that in a minute. This weekend, the Texans will visit the Colts Sunday at noon. I got the Texans. The Cowboys will visit New England Sunday at 3:25. I've got the Cowboys. Tonight, in the final NBA preseason game for the Rockets and the Spurs, they meet each other in San Antonio. That'll be at 7:30. Little college football from around the state this weekend. You've got UT hosting Oklahoma State at 11. UT, sorry about last weekend. Get focused on this weekend, but I want to hear nothing. Your job was to beat Oklahoma, not Oklahoma State. So anyway, little pettiness. Just got to be a little petty. First time I've been petty all year long. A&M, how did they bounce back after knocking off Bama? Down goes Bama. Down goes Bama. A&M's got to visit Missouri tomorrow, 11 a.m. Incarnate Word's going to host Nicholls State. PV, will visit Bethune tomorrow at noon. That HBCU from 3rd Ward is going to visit Grambling for homecoming tomorrow, 2 o'clock. Grambling, don't mess up. All right, and then Northwestern State is going to host McNeese tomorrow at 3. And Texas College is going to host Lyons College tomorrow at 6. Had a little high school football, one of the top teams in the country. North Shore beat Summer Creek 45-16. Also, it was Westlake beating Hayes 77-0. 2 top teams in the country. All right, that's your sports update. Without further ado, let me get Sybil Wilkes on here. She'll give us what we need to know, and we'll be right back right after this. Sybil, what's happening?
It's Sybil Wilkes with what you need to know. And here we are. Say it with me now. It's Friday, October 15th, 2021. Okay, you call it Friday. Story number 1. 2 interesting actions are happening within the old and Trump Republican parties. A group of anti-Trump Republicans is organized under the name of the Renew America Movement and announced its endorsement of some moderate Democratic and Republican candidates in the 2022 House and Senate races. At the same time, it's been reported that former President Donald Trump has told his supporters not to vote in next year's elections and perhaps even in 2024 if the Republican Party does not solve the alleged voter fraud that he continues to peddle. Number 2, the Biden administration announced that it would not conduct mass arrests of undocumented workers during enforcement operations at U.S. businesses. It's a reversal from Trump administration policies and the latest signal to millions of immigrants that they were not priorities for deportation. Known as work site raids, such arrests have long been criticized by immigration advocates for spreading fear and dissuading workers from reporting labor violations. Number 3, a new study from the National Institutes of Health reveals it's safe for people to get a COVID-19 booster different from the vaccine they initially received, and that they generated robust immune responses. For those who initially got the single-shot Johnson & Johnson vaccine, a boost from the Pfizer or Moderna vaccine seemed to provide a stronger antibody response. People who initially got the Pfizer or Moderna shot seem to have a comparable response with any booster. Number 4, students at Howard University are staging a sit-in at the Blackburn University Center, while university officials say some of the participants could face expulsion if they continue. Student demonstrators are demanding representation on the university's Board of Trustees and want something to be done to address housing conditions in student dorms. With tuition being nearly $50,000 a year, students say they're frustrated with how Howard's administration has handled the situation. Number 5, just in time for the holidays. If you're shopping for the doll lover in your life, pick up the newest multicultural doll by Origin Bees. This woman-owned business strives to improve racial equity through play, offering a variety of black and brown shades and hair curl patterns. Find out more about the brand, now available at Target online in today's Black Business Spotlight. And here's your daily inspiration from Yogi's Jewels. Life is a series of choices. Choose music that inspires. Mary J. Blige's Just Fine, Fine, Fine. Check out the newest album of our very own social activist, Quinn Townsend Riley, and She Worthy, available on all streaming platforms now. Thank you to our What You Need to Know partner, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. To subscribe to my free daily newsletter, please visit SybylWilkes.com. Be informed, be empowered.
Thank you very much there, Sybil Wilkes, for what we need to know. Of course, we're getting ready to roll over into the second hour. We'll be right back right after this.
The legendary 1140 AM KYOK Conroe and 92.3 FM K222CX Houston.
The views and opinions expressed on all radio shows broadcast on KYOK are entirely those of the hosts, guests, and callers, who are entirely responsible for all show content and do not in any way reflect the opinions of KYOK Radio, its sponsors, staff, or management.
When you walk out on that field today, ask yourself this question. What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Let's go! We ready! We ready! We ready! We ready! I'm going to the house! I'm going to the house! When I step on the field, I send one message. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. Football is getting hit. That's it. It's gonna be football now. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Let's hunt now. Let's hunt now. Let's go. Let's hunt. We ready? I'm going to the house. I'm going to the house. We're talking about the Jets like we're talking about the Saints. You know, all this holler, we the Miami Heat of football. Yeah. The bottom line is you got to buckle up the chin straps. It's embarrassing. Yeah. Don't disrespect the game like that. It's too much crying from them. He's a man. They can be a kid just like us. He's a man. You ought to make the big money. He's a man. I'm glad when you step on the field, man. That's who I did. When I step on the field, I send one message. And this is what it feels like. Oh, my bad. You had to work in my world. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We ready? I'm going to the house. I'm going to the house. It's a wrap. Game over.
Now, that's just first hour on the books, second hour underway right here on the legendary KYOK. All new 92.3 FM, streaming live, kyokradio.org, on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitch, and Twitter. That's where we are right now. And working on some other platforms. Excited to have an awesome young man from the HBCU in 3rd Ward. He hates when I say that. Kev, the producer. Kev, thanks, man, for doing all the great work that you're doing. Got us on a new broadcast platform, getting us on other social media websites and places where people have not seen us before. Calm me down, have me stop feeling self-conscious about being on Twitter, about being on Facebook and YouTube. So young man's doing a great job. Let me just say something. Don't sleep on the young people. Don't sleep on those 20-somethings and teens. Look, top end teams, not talking about the 13, 14, 15. They ain't ready yet. I'm talking about the 19s, the 18s, because I think Kev is like 19, 18, somewhere in there. And, hey, man, I'm telling you, just creative is all day is long. One thing I'm learning is to focus on a person's strength and not just point out all of their weaknesses. You know, in mentoring, if everything your mentor says to you is something negative, and they never say one time, well, you did that really well, like you really did, like that's your strong point, then how will you grow? I'm not saying that they need to, overlook things that you need to work on, but when all they do is point out negativity, you might need another mentor. So I'm just saying, I'm not trying to be your mentor. I'm just giving you a little feedback. CJ said, Kev is the man. I wish Kev refuses. Seriously, if y'all know anything about the rap hip hop game in the 90s and 2000s, this is going to make sense to you. Kev is more like Suge Knight in one way, not all the ways, as opposed to Puffy or P. Diddy. Kev don't want to be in none of my videos. He don't want to be in no pictures. He don't want to be in anything. P. Diddy will be in everything. P. Diddy will have a mic like he is on the show. But Kev is like, don't take no pictures of me. Nope. I want to be on the show. It's like, Kev, call in sometime. Nope, not going to do it. That's not what I'm here for. I can't be on the phone and, and producing your show at the same time. I'm like, bruh, who are you? Where did you come from? So y'all, every now and then, just shout out Kev, the producer. Just shout him out. I mean, he's a phenomenal young man, and I thank him for all the work that he puts in behind the scenes. All right, so it's the second hour. First hour, I was talking about nonsense. Second hour, I want to talk about some serious stuff, especially when my guest comes on. But what I do want to talk about before she comes on is last night's game was affected by a call that I'm trying to figure out why this call is even that big of a deal. The taunting penalty that the Philadelphia Eagles got on that last drive when, they literally had to stop and were about to get the ball back, and they called taunting. And it was, of course, an automatic first down for Tampa Bay. They were allowed to then go ahead and run out the clock. And I'm thinking, how did that taunting? Okay, it's wrong. I get it. You don't want people in somebody else's face talking about your mama. You don't want that. But at the end of the day, how does taunting affect the game? To me, a penalty should be called when a player does something that gives them an unfair advantage. If they jump too soon, penalty. If they get in their blocking stance, they pull up too soon, penalty. If they've got an illegal formation, illegal procedure, penalty. If they got two men in motion at the same time, penalty. If they hold someone, if they interfere with someone, if they illegally block someone downfield, if they hands to the face, if they grab the face mask, if they chop block them, if they clip them, those are all penalties because they get an unfair advantage over the other team. But what does taunting do to give a team an unfair advantage over the other team? Is the person who got taunted, is his feelings hurt so bad? Are his feelings hurt so bad that he can't play the next play? And because that person can't play the next play because they're dealing with the emotions of them having been taunted, they got to sit out. So now you have to inflict a punishment on the taunting team. I don't understand that. Keith Hennig, taunting is the most ridiculous penalty there is. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hey, listen. Ain't nobody love me better than you. No, listen. Ain't nobody been through more than I have as a fan because of either not called penalties or too many called penalties. As a Saint fan, yes, I'm in my feelings. Y'all leave me alone. I got the power. As a Saint fan, when that man from the LA Rams went down there and just blew my wide receiver up long before the ball came there, and the referees with their mean, nasty, selfish selves did not throw the penalty and allow my team a chance to win that game and go to another Super Bowl, I still ain't all right. I'm over it, though. I mean, I done forgave them because I ain't going to miss heaven fooling with some referees. I don't even know their names. But it hurt. So ain't nobody been through more than me when it comes to penalties. We talking about, but did you see the random holding and they uncalled pass interference? No, stop it. I'm on the penalty I want to talk about. Folks out, you trying to tell them what's hurting you and they'll tell you what's hurting them. I ain't asked you that. Yeah, I'm having a hard time dealing with this. Oh, yeah, I know. I've been through it too. What does that got to do with anything? Are we talking about you right now? I'm trying to get my feelings out. It's Friday. It's Freestyle Friday. So anyway, that taunting penalty did not give Philadelphia an unfair advantage. It didn't. I mean, maybe you make the guy sit out one play. If you're that heck bent on doing something all because the guy taunted another player. And somebody said, well, AJ, they're trying to clean up the game. The game is not that bad that you got everybody running down the field and getting in somebody else's face and taunting them. I'm sorry, that was Tom Brady back when he played for New England. My bad, I digress. Taunting is not that bad. It's not the end of the day. It's not the end of the game. It doesn't give another team an unfair advantage. It should not have affected the flow of that game. There ought to be, if you're going to have penalties like taunting, then there ought to be certain penalties that you just don't call at a certain time of the game. 2 minutes to go in the game, the penalty should be called by the review booth. And the referees on the field just execute the penalties. Or the review booth should have the ability to overrule a bad call late in the game so you don't affect the flow of the game. Because that would just make no sense. And I wasn't even rooting for the Eagles over Tampa Bay. It made no sense. So, I don't know. They're going to do what they want to do. I get it. But that one made no sense. All right, let's do this. Let me take a quick break, and then we'll come back with more right after this on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM.
Hello, this is Claude Cummings Jr., Vice President of Communication Workers of America District 6. Trey and I are inviting you to listen in to our new political talk show, Power to the People Political Hour.
Hello, this is Trey Daniels from the Daniels Group. Yes, Claude, the show will be hard-hitting and informative, talking about national and local political issues of the day, week, and month. Interviews will be with pastors, community leaders, elected officials, and political operatives. Claude, a part of our responsibility is informing the citizenry and give them power to the people.
That's right, Trey. We're asking that you listen in on 1140 AM, 92.3, or streaming on KYOKradio.org, Thursdays at 10 a.m.
Got to give the people now. Give the people what they want.
The legendary KYOK 1140 AM and 92.3 FM. The legend continues.
This is Jasmine Highsmith, and you're having Inside of Sports with your lunch here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK.
All right, back here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK, all new 92.3 FM, streaming live, KYOKradio.org. Man, a lot of folks hit me up about the taunting. AJ, I actually can't believe I agree with you. I don't agree with you about much, but I love the show. Taunting should not affect the flow of the game, especially in the last 2 minutes. Thank you. I appreciate that. I won't say your name since I don't want people to get on you because you don't agree with me. Let's see. Area code 513 Cincinnati. Y'all definitely don't have the best barbecue. I can tell you that right now. But y'all do. I love those little Coney Island hot dogs. Love them. I can't eat them no more because I'm a pescatarian, but still. All right, 513 says, AJ, I've been saying that for a long time. If the penalty does not affect the flow of the game, why call it? For instance, somebody's running a touchdown and a guy 20 yards behind the play will push someone in the back. It should not affect the touchdown and make them bring it back. Penalize that player for that play, but don't change the score of the game. All right, so you took it into another way. If somebody, maliciously pushes a guy 20 yards behind the play, no, it didn't affect the touchdown, and the touchdown should count, but that player should definitely be penalized. I don't care what time of the game it is. But taunting doesn't have that same effect. So you didn't push him in the back. You got in his face and he said your mama. And now all of a sudden there's a 15-yard penalty, automatic first down, and your team gets to have. He didn't hit anybody. He didn't do anything malicious or intentional other than, the taunt, but it shouldn't have that much power in the game. But I get your point. All right, so here's 281-579, 281-579. AJ, I saw that play last night, and I was like, that's ridiculous. 346-436, 346-436. AJ, you got a point with that one. Taunting does not affect the flow of the game. It's just like in basketball, they will give warnings and clean it up before it gets bad, and then they'll start issuing warnings. In baseball, I love this text. In baseball, they'll warn both dugouts before they start issuing out penalties. I mean, come on. Did you want to see that game ended like that? Tampa Bay fans did. But, I mean, at the end of the day, that taunt was so malicious that you had to give Tom Brady and Tampa Bay an extra first down. Nah. Again, I'm not saying it because I wanted Philadelphia to win. I picked Tampa Bay to win. So, no, it's just stuff like that. It just makes the game over-managed. Like you really are trying to manage. That's why the NFL gets the title No Fun League. Listen, seriously, back in the day, they would have thrown a penalty on Billy White Shoes Johnson for doing his deal with his legs because he was taunting the other team. Deion Sanders, Terrell Owens, Chad Ochocinco, they never would have been able to get down like they got down because that would have been taunting the other team. Why don't they call it taunting when a guy catches a pass and he jumps up and he points? First down. That's taunting. You taunted me. I was trying to keep you from getting a first down, and you got it anyway. That's taunting. It's one of those over-management of the games. Just leave that alone. If it gets bad, then warn both benches. Hey, listen, your guy is running his mouth. Number 32 is running his mouth too much. Calm him down, coach. I'm going to throw the flag next time. That makes more sense when it comes to grown men. That was a weak call last night. That was a real weak call. So anyway, had to get that out. Let's see. Somebody else came in. Who's this? All right, 713-358, 713-358. AJ, I've refereed high school football for a while, and every now and then a rule comes down that we don't agree with either. That is one of them. And what's crazy is, thank you for your call, thank you for listening, and thank you for what you do. People don't realize the importance of referees in, high school and little league and middle school football and that. I would think that it's more important on that level because, you want to teach the kids right, be good sports and what have you. Everybody's out there trying to play hard, what have you. You don't need anybody taunting someone else. I get that. But I can believe that there are some rules that come down that even the referees themselves are like, oh, man, come on. Like, for real? Like, out of all the things that we need to be regulating in the game, we regulating that. I've seen referees go to guys and say, hey, listen, calm down, man. Great catch, great play, going back to your huddle. And that means more to me than them throwing a flag and, calling it out. Now the coach has got to get on the guy and you got all that going on. But I think it's impactful when a referee will lend some wisdom and advice and say, hey, listen, you don't have to do that. Come on, go back to your huddle. Go back to, hey, calm it down. I'm going to throw the flag next time. That's impactful. Let me see the phone line. Hello, you're live on the lunch break. Who's this?
Keith Hennig.
Caller year 2020. Keith Hennig, your Tampa Bay Buccaneers stole one last night, courtesy of the referees.
I agree. I think that rule is the most ridiculous thing in sports. Two guys competing against each other, trash talking is not taunting. And you mentioned Philly White Shoes Johnson. You mentioned Dion and T.O. Back in the day, that was just normal conversation. Two competitive guys getting in each other's face. And when I was talking to Chris Dishman on your show a couple weeks ago, I said they're diluting the game with these ridiculous penalties, and that word should not be in NFL jargon. There should not be such a penalty as taunting. I have heard with my own ears one guy say to another, the next time I hit you, your mama's going to need knee surgery. Just guys talking trash to get a psychological advantage over the other. And at that level, you're not going to do that.
Yep.
These guys have been hearing trash talk their entire lives.
Right.
Stupid penalty, a horrible call. Fournette sold it to the refs. I don't know how, but I am totally opposed to that. That's just softening up the game some more.
Yeah. I got to tell you, I love Leonard Fournette. I really do. And just a quick side note, real quick. How do you think Tom Coughlin feels right now? Looking at Leonard Fournette just doing everything that Leonard Fournette could have been doing down in Jacksonville. He's doing it now. And oh yeah, by the way, he's got a Super Bowl ring. I know Coughlin's got one, but Leonard Fournette, this guy tried to run him out of the league, and all he's doing is balling. So I'm sorry, I digress.
No, you make a very good point, because look at the Arizona Cardinals at 5-0. You think J.J. Watt and D-Hop aren't thrilled that they got shipped out?
Oh man, I tell you, boy. Good. Look, it's good thing that Houston got rid of both of them, because they sure were killing this franchise over here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Killing them.
Yep. Keith, always a pleasure, and I mean it sincerely, man.
I appreciate your time. Thank you for that, and have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you guys soon.
All right, brother. You do the same.
Thank you.
Keith Hennick, Caller of the Year 2020. Very good man. Very good man. But no, he's right. He's right. I mean, you got two competitors going at each other. I mean, think about Jordan and whoever. I mean, Jordan and Bird, Jordan and Elijah Wan, Jordan and Barkley, Jordan and Oakley, or I mean, just you mean to tell me you're going to tee them up and affect the flow of the game while they're just giving us their all? It's like we're getting to peek into their lives, and we're going to penalize them for living their lives in front of us. You can tell, you can lean into a guy's ear. Hey man, listen, chill that out. We got a couple of minutes left in the game. That's all we got left. Seconds left at that moment. So just chill it out. A penalty? And that literally changed the complexion of the game, because Philadelphia would have had an opportunity to put points on the board, and they were down by 6. So they literally cost them the opportunity to win the game. I mean, hear me. I don't think that one play in the game is the reason why a team loses or wins. And some folks say, well, if they catch the game-winning touchdown, every play before that play led to them having a chance to catch that game-winning touchdown. So, that's my point in saying that. But that being said, it was very untimely, and it was one of those calls where the infractions committee, the rules committee in the NFL, they got to look at that. Like, is that what you want to be known for? Michael Irvin used to talk a lot of noise. You had defensive players. I understand Lawrence Taylor used to tell people, I'm going to come get you, right? Like, he used to tell linemen, you're not going to be able to stop me. Reggie White. I hear Deacon Jones had a little something to say about that. I heard you had linemen like Conrad Dobler who was talking stuff on the offensive line. So thank goodness we didn't find them for every little thing. All right, let me take a break. We'll be right back after this on the lunch break.
The legendary KYOK 1140 AM. The legendary KYOK 92.3 FM. Radio station one.
Tune in to Table Talk with your boy, TD Blackshear, every Tuesday from 10 to 11 a.m. on the legendary KYOK 1140 AM and 92.3 FM. See you there.
In need of tires? Check out OMG Tire Services and more. New and used tires, all the name brands you desire. Located at 3126 Tidwell, between 59 North and Jensen. Give them a call at 832-767-3211. Top-notch service from beginning to end. When you're done, get your car hand-washed inside and out at OMG Tire Services and more. Located at 3126 Tidwell, between 59 North and Jensen. Call 832-767-3211. That's 832-767-3211. Conveniently located on the north side.
Hi, I'm Larry Scott, host of the Not So Christian and Me show. Join me Saturdays for great fun, interviews, music, and the latest news surrounding our world today. We are the show that cares to hear your voice and opinion with real conversation in a no judgment zone. So join me Saturdays from 1 to 2 p.m. on the Not So Christian and Me show, right here on the legendary KYOK Radio, 1140 a.m. and the all-new 92.3 FM and KYOKradio.org.
It's the lunch break on KYOK.
Thank you very much for that drop right there. Lunch break on KYOK, all new 92.3 FM. I got a shout out to a brother who knows what he's talking about. Al High, the casual highlight. Good brother. Al High said Kansas City barbecue. Smart man. Smart man. That's not taunting. That's just the truth. Kansas City barbecue. Best there is right now. Best there is. You don't know, you don't know. And whatever you say, don't ever come to me with a place like Idaho, South Dakota, North Dakota. Oh, we got great barbecue in Wyoming. Please keep it. Keep it. I don't even want to try it. Thank you, but no. Sorry. Let somebody else try it. If they like it, then I'll believe them. But I'm not just eating anything. Yeah, we have no people that just somebody hand you something, you just eat it like, oh yeah. I'm not that guy. What is this? Who made it? Where'd it come from? Did you wash your hands? No, I'm not just putting stuff in my mouth. You know, there's Rona out there. I ain't doing that. And then you're an area that ain't known for nothing, especially food. No. No. Can't do it. Can't do it. All right. Looks like my special guest might be tied up. I don't see a message. So let me get to this real quick. So we all know about the email situation going on with John Gruden that cost him his job. John Gruden's emails cost him his job, not them revealing his emails. He doesn't send them. He doesn't have to worry about them being revealed. So for all the people who want to blame the media and NFL and all these other, everybody but John Gruden, no. You don't send the emails. You don't have anything to apologize for. You don't send them. You don't have anything to apologize for them. So we're all aware of the John Gruden emails, and it cost him his job, and that. We also know that there are some 650 plus thousand emails that are still out there that have not been released, that the NFL seems to be heck bent on making sure they don't get released. And I'm sorry. No. You know, great. John Gruden, you got him. Okay, I understand we can do more than one things at one time, but we're not going to not do this thing because you did that thing. You know, we need to know what's in those other emails. And, you know, you got the Washington Football Organization trying to move on with life, and they want to honor the life of Sean Taylor, a former great player, came from the U, back when the U was relevant. Got killed in a botched robbery. He wasn't robbing nobody. They were robbing him. I think they had broken into his home and shot him in the leg, and he bled out. Bless his heart. Sean Taylor was one of the good dudes, man. And Washington, the football team, wanted to honor him this weekend. I think they're still going to do it. Wanted to honor him this week. Fans just ate them up about that, the timing and all. Okay, the folks are mad at us, so let's honor a black man. You know, I'm just telling you what people said. I'm not saying that's how I feel. I'm just telling you what some of the argument is, to the point where the vice president got on Twitter and apologized to the world. But they're still going forward, at last I checked, with the event. Well, the internet is kind of undefeated because somebody from some group or organization has found an additional email from the person who seems to be the key figure in all of this, and that's Bruce Allen. And one of my colleagues who I absolutely love and respect, Shalise Manza Young, writer for CBS Sports, posted this up earlier. She said, another detail uncovered by colleagues Henry and Jason Owens. Bruce Allen emailed a right-wing radio host in 2018 to encourage him to continue hammering, wait for it, Colin Kaepernick, further poisoning public sentiment against the banished quarterback. Harry Bushnell said, I'm not sure this email has been emphasized enough. From the redacted ESPN personality to Bruce Allen, 2 days after Cap first explained his protest, Bruce Allen said they suspend people for taking amino acids. They should cut this bad word, ... And the NFL, with all of their Black Lives Matter, with all of their we love women, with all of their we love gay, lesbian, you know, all the letters. And I'm not being demeaning. They love all that. Inclusive of everybody. But you won't let people really know who was running the Washington football team and how deep their sentiments went. But Black Lives Matter and women's rights matter and gay, lesbian, homosexual, transgender, all those lives matter as well. And we're behind you. But an NFL organization, front office executive, vice president in front of their name is running around sending emails like that. For all those folks who are like, oh yeah, the NFL didn't do anything wrong against Colin Kaepernick. He just wasn't good. Here is a clear case of an NFL team that said nothing about his ability, but clearly was making a decision not to even work him out based on his position. Well, AJ, what's wrong with that? I'm glad you asked. When two or more organizations in an association decide to not give someone an opportunity. Notice I didn't say a job, an opportunity because of something beyond ability. Guess what? That's called collusion. And because we don't have access to the emails, we don't know who outside of the right-wing media personality that Bruce Allen sent these emails to. He might have sent them to the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm just throwing names out there now. If I hit your team, don't be mad and don't think that I was saying you were racist. He might have sent them to the Kansas City Chiefs. He might have sent them to the Indianapolis Colts. He might have sent them to the Houston Texans. He might have sent them to the Baltimore Ravens. He might have sent them to a bunch of people that he had relationships with. And if they were like, yeah, man, you're right. We ain't bringing him in. You're right. We cut more people for steroids than we have for this kind of stuff. That's collusion. And because the NFL and their let me say it right, because of Colin Kaepernick's attorneys and their investigations, it probably began to be exposed that there were at least 2 organizations that communicated and agreed that they would not bring Cap in for those reasons. Not because he wasn't a good quarterback, not because of what he did and how many wins and losses he had and his completion percent, all the stuff that people like to throw up after the fact. It's beside the point. If they decided not to give him an opportunity, we're not talking about your job, we're not talking about your company, we're not talking about private-owned business. This is an association that's governed by bylaws and rules and collective bargaining. That's where there's a difference. You cannot do that. In fact, if they had proven that the NFL and at least 2 of its teams had colluded against Colin Kaepernick, it would have immediately nullified the entire collective bargaining agreement for the entire league for everything, not just that. There's no way they could have let that hit court. There's no way they could let that information get out. That's why as soon as they saw 2 emails between 2 officials in front offices somewhere, I don't know who they are, I'm feeling like Bruce Allen had one and somebody had the other one. Guess what? They said, we got to settle this. Undisclosed amount, non-disclosure agreement, we got to settle this. And don't just settle with Colin, settle with Eric Reed too. And that's what they did. And you can say all you want. Oh, that doesn't prove anything. That doesn't mean anything. Yes, it does. It means everything. And that's why I believe, I'm not saying that's the only reason, but that's one of many reasons why I believe the emails might not come out. We never saw the film. And supposedly it's practice footage of the New England Patriots filming at the time, the St. Louis Rams, wasn't it? Before that Super Bowl. They destroyed the evidence before anybody got to see it because they knew what media organizations were going to do. They were going to file a Right to Public Information Act and get that information, get that video and look at it and then tell the public what they saw. NFL said, we're not going to do that. Destroy it now. What is that? Oh, okay, yeah, destroy that. Same thing with these emails. Same thing with these emails. I think they will leak out, but I don't think they'll come out. And what's happening is, for those who are not following the story, the way it all started, the employees that filed their lawsuits because of sexual harassment and the toxic workspace environment, they are filing injunctions to try and have the emails released. They want them out there because they, as former employees, know some of the stuff that was being said and done behind closed doors. So they want that stuff out there. NFL doesn't. But the harmed employees do. So again, to my colleague and friend, Shalise, Manza Young, to the Owens brothers, Henry and Jason, to the Henry Bushnells, keep digging. Keep digging. What did Mulder and Scully say in the X-Files? The truth is out there. Keep digging. Keep digging. Oh, AJ, what if people went through your old emails? Yeah, you might find some stuff that I said that. I did that. I'm not saying racist stuff because that ain't my thing. It is not my thing. And no email did I ever say somebody was this or that. Never said that. Never not do that. I might have slid in somebody's DMs or something like that, and you tried to holler at her. I was just saying hey. I was just saying hey. But all this other stuff that people want you to believe is standard operating procedure, Adam Schefter. Oh, everybody has sent a story to a source to have them check the story before they published it. No, bro. Not me. If that's your deal, then that's you. But don't put me in that. Oh, AJ, everybody said something that they regret. You might be right, but that don't mean I'm not going to say something about this. Oh, well, he was who was without sin cast the first stone. I'm throwing my rock. I sure am. Because these people have the right to hire, fire, promote, extend, pay. If you don't have those abilities and job functionalities, then you don't understand. If you found out someone was not employing you or not promoting you for something other than your work ethic and your ability, you'd be mad. Stop trying to throw your shortcomings on other people and just realize that this is wrong. And the Washington football team, they need to get into this. They need to get in. Dan Snyder, man, bruh. Look at it this way. Whatever it was before all this came out, it was enough to make Dan Snyder say, yeah, I'm stepping down. I'm the owner, but I'm stepping down, and my wife is going to run the team. Come on now. Wait, what? You own the team. Can't nobody tell you nothing. But there's something out there that made you say, hey, you know what? I'm going to just go ahead and step down, and I'll facilitate our move into our new stadium. But my wife is going to run the day-to-day operations of the football team. I guess folks say they own. Now, he bought that first, right? Didn't he marry her after he got there? Folk don't just do that if it's nothing. NFL didn't just pay millions of dollars to Colin Kaepernick and Eric Reed if there was nothing. It just doesn't happen. Doesn't happen. They didn't want to go to court. In fact, somebody told them in court, y'all need to settle this, because if you don't, I'll have to let all this out. So anyway, I asked this yesterday jokingly. I got to take a break. I asked this yesterday jokingly. But, you know, in a lighthearted way. I'm not saying accuse people of stuff you don't know to be true. If there was one person in the NFL or NBA or Major League Baseball, I'll just leave it at those three. Let's do college too. Let's do college football. If there was one person in NFL, NBA, MLB, or NCAA that you would want to spend a little time going through all their emails, nothing blocked, nothing redacted, just go through them, who would it be? Who would it be? A colleague of mine, a friend of mine, said, here's me sending in an anonymous tip on Jerry Jones's emails. I'll be right back right after this on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK.
1140 AM and 92.3 FM. The legendary KYOK.
Do you have high blood pressure or diabetes? Are you over the age of 65 and covered by Medicare? Then pay close attention to this message. Medicare has introduced some new benefits to help consumers during these cautious COVID-19 times. They realize many of you don't want to leave your home to visit a doctor. So now you can get a remote patient monitoring device shipped to your home at little or no cost to you. Now your doctor can identify your problems in real time, which could potentially save your life. Victory Medical can easily ship this monitoring device directly to your home at little or no cost to you. If you have high blood pressure or diabetes and you're covered by Medicare, make this free call right now to see if you qualify for a new remote patient monitoring device. Call now. 800-213-9527. 800-213-9527. 800-213-9527. That's 800-213-9527.
Do you have a home that you don't want anymore? We can buy it from you within 24 hours. Any home, size, or condition. For over 20 years, we've been buying homes for cash and helping homeowners sell their homes immediately with no listings or strangers walking through your home. Are you moving? Did you lose your job? Going through a divorce? Whatever the reason, if you're in a bind and you know that you need to sell your house fast, call the expert team at I Need to Sell My House Fast. We'll make you a serious cash offer to buy your home in 24 hours and let you walk away from it. No listing, no waiting. Sell any home, any size, any condition now. Call the expert team at I Need to Sell My House Fast. Make this free call now.
800-306-1760. 800-306-1760. 800-306-1760. That's 800-306-1760.
Nobody wants to get ripped off, broken into, or robbed, but nobody wants to pay a lot of money to have their home protected either. I've got an offer to tell you about to provide home security for your home for less than $1 a day. For real, with no installation or equipment charges. And this is from a company rated #1 by a leading consumer research company. According to the facts, most of you won't even call unless there's a burglary in your neighborhood or something bad happens. So let's give you a reason. Save money. For less than $1 a day with no other costs, you can get your home secured. Plus, get a lifetime equipment replacement warranty. You need protection for your home. Call the Home Security Hotline right now.
800-561-6198. 800-561-6198. 800-561-6198. Again, that's 800-561-6198.
You're listening to The Lunch Break on KYOK.
All right, y'all. We're back here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM, streaming live, kyokradio.org. And we're streaming live on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitter, and on Twitch. And I got to shout out to my longtime friend, I mean, literally one of my oldest, longest friends. We've been friends since what, 4th grade? T Barnes is checking us out on Twitch. And she said, you are funny today. You know what, T Barnes, thank you for listening and watching on Twitch. And I gotta get on there and make friends with some people. I think you and I am Valencia King are our only followers on Twitch, but we got other people that have tuned in that have not followed us. But T Barnes, I love you to life. She said that North Carolina has interesting barbecue. I don't know what that means. What does that mean? What is interesting that's scary. Interesting barbecue is scary. So tell me about it, my friend. Tell me about it. I know there was some place, I forget where I was. It's in some part of Florida where they use the mustard sauce instead of the the kind of tomato-based barbecue sauce. And that was different. I didn't like it at first, but after I tried it, I was like, yeah, I can rock with this. So T Barnes, I love you, friend. Thank you for tuning in. Okay, T Barnes said they put vinegar in theirs and they chop it. Well, yeah, I mean, wait a minute. Now we chop ours. We got chopped beefs down here up in Cincinnati. Now there is one place up in Cincinnati that has amazing barbecue. It's called Goodies. Not like Goodies down here, a Good Company down here, but Goodies up in Cincinnati. I think it's over in the Mount Healthy area. College Park, in the College Hill, North Carolina College Hill area. They have rib tips. So they chop the tips off the ribs and they put them in like a bucket like, oh, I hate to say this place, KFC used to do. Phenomenal. Me and my dad, when he was alive, that's what we would do. I'd go get a bucket of the rib tips and we would sit and we would get caught up. So, yeah, T-Bar, I don't know about that vinegar, though. What that do? Ferdinand, why they put vinegar on the barbecue, man? Call me back. I'm getting a bunch of messages on people's emails that they would love to go through. AJ, you said it yesterday. Tillman Fertitta gots to go through about 10 years of his emails. This man is dead and gone, but I would have loved to have, oh Lord, George Steinbrenner. I can only imagine, because didn't George Steinbrenner try to get Dave Winfield kicked out of baseball, didn't want to pay him his contract, so he started digging up all kinds of stuff on him. I would love to go through. That's interesting. AJ, Nick Saban, got to go through his emails. I bet there was a lot of things he used to say back in the day. Ed Orgeron, AJ. I'm just reading them as they come in. Dabo Sweeney's got some emails in his closet, no doubt about it. Y'all are funny. All joking aside, the Bill Self, I wouldn't mind going through his emails. Rick Pitino, wouldn't mind going through his. You know, in a good way, I would like to go through John Thompson's emails. I bet John Thompson sent emails to some kids where he was just like, look, son, I know you don't know where Washington, D.C. is from the standpoint of where Georgetown is, but you come here and we're going to blah, 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 blah. And I bet it felt like, man, we're going to take care of you here. I wouldn't mind going through his emails. Who was the head coach of SMU when they got kicked out of the NCAA? When SMU got the death penalty, who was the head coach? Those emails with Eric Dickerson and what's his name? His son got Mike Leach in trouble. James. But anyway, who was the head coach when SMU got the death penalty? I wouldn't mind swinging through those emails. I bet his emails like, pay him. How much they want? Give him the money. What's taking you so long to pay this kid? Get the money to his mama now and get the kid in practice. I bet the emails were all bold with the words, pay them, exclamation points. Did that person ever coach again? Oh, man. Your boy down there at Bay, Art Briles. I bet he had some emails. All right, Coach, we got another one. We got another one. Well, tell her don't tell nobody. Tell her we love our Baylor family, but we don't need her telling on any of our players. Coach, she got sexually assaulted. Well, tell her we feel real sorry about that, but if she doesn't tell anybody, we'll make sure it doesn't happen again. Who was the Baylor basketball coach that covered up a murder? Wonder what those emails were like. I mean no disrespect to the families of the students at Baylor that were sexually assaulted and harassed. I definitely don't mean any disrespect to that young man's family. But, you know, people, when they do stuff like that, and they decide here's the decision. Somebody was killed. Okay. All right, hold on. Don't call the police yet. Here's what we need to do. And the plan does not include going to the police. It's not like they're the smartest people in the room. So for them to use email and to leave clues and make mistakes all along the way, that makes sense. Why? They're not smart. Yeah, there's a bunch of emails I'd like. I wouldn't mind have gone through the emails with Pete Rose when he was betting on baseball. Yo, dude, hey, give me 50 on the Cubs. 50? Yeah, 50 on the Cubs. And give me 100 on the Giants. Astros, nah, I ain't betting on them. You know, they don't win. They weren't winning. Astros weren't winning back then. Pete Rose was betting against them, not for them. I bet Jose Canseco had some emails going back and forth when he was messed up with all that Balco. Lance Armstrong, they think they gonna get me. Lance, didn't you just get indicted? Yeah, and guess what I did? I laid on my sofa and I put all my Tour de France trophies all around me, and I just did one little word that said winning. I bet his were funny. I got one for you. Barry Sanders, when he decided he wasn't going to play no more, I bet his emails were fire. Barry, they said you quit. Yeah, I quit. You ain't going back? Heck no. Barry, you a yard away from the NFL record. I ain't giving Detroit nothing else. I gave them everything I had. Barry, you for real? What I say? And Calvin Johnson's emails were, yeah, what Barry said. I'm telling you, man, this email thing is going to be interesting. Notice I didn't talk about a basketball player who has decided that he wants to be the voice of the unsung, unvoiceless people. His choice. Team's choice. Right now, they're not the same. Even Kevin Durant says, hey, can't be mad at him, but we gotta move on. So that's where I leave it. All right, I got to get ready to go. Donnie McClurkin up next with the Donnie McClurkin Show. He'll give you the best in gospel music, latest in the gospel music industry. Donnie does this thing every Monday through Friday from 2 to 3. Go Astros! They host Boston tonight in Game 1 of the ALCS. Somebody said, AJ, that is the American League cheating series between Boston and the Astros. Both of them did get caught cheating, so we're not talking about that. First pitch tonight just after 7 o'clock. Dodgers are moving on to the NLCS after beating San Francisco 2-1 last night. They're going to meet Atlanta. NFL, Tampa Bay held on through an ugly, unnecessary penalty to beat Philadelphia 28-22. Texans in Indianapolis to take on the Colts. Cowboys in Foxborough to take on New England. Both those games Sunday. Rockets and Spurs tonight, 7:30 in San Antonio. Got some good college football games this weekend. And again, congratulations to a couple of nationally ranked high schools. North Shore beat Summer Creek 45-16. Also, Westlake beat Hayes 77-0. All right, I got to go. As always, let's not be divided. Let's be united. I truly do love you. There's nothing you can do about it. But let me just say this. When you see racism, when you see bullying, kill them. How do you kill them? Don't laugh about them. Don't joke about them. Whatever you do, don't pass that nonsense along, okay? All right, let me get ready to get out of here. Y'all be safe. Y'all be blessed. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Talk to y'all on Monday. Sybil Wilkes with What You Need to Know Today coming up before we go. All right? All right. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Come on, Sybil. Let's go. Sybil, do your thing.
It's Sybil Wilkes with What You Need to Know. And here we are. Say it with me now. It's Friday, October 15th, 2021. Okay, you call it Friday. Story number 1. 2 interesting actions are happening within the old and Trump Republican parties. A group of anti-Trump Republicans is organized under the name of the Renew America Movement and announced its endorsement of some moderate Democratic and Republican candidates in the 2022 House and Senate races. At the same time, it's been reported that former President Donald Trump has told his supporters not to vote in next year's elections and perhaps even in 2024 if the Republican Party does not solve the alleged voter fraud that he continues to peddle. Number 2, the Biden administration announced that it would not conduct mass arrests of undocumented workers during enforcement operations at U.S. businesses. It's a reversal from Trump administration policies and the latest signal to millions of immigrants that they were not priorities for deportation. Known as work site raids, such arrests have long been criticized by immigration advocates for spreading fear and dissuading workers from reporting labor violations. Number 3, a new study from the National Institutes of Health reveals it's safe for people to get a COVID-19 booster different from the vaccine they initially received and that they generated robust immune responses. For those who initially got the single-shot Johnson & Johnson vaccine, a boost from the Pfizer or Moderna vaccine seemed to provide a stronger antibody response. People who initially got the Pfizer or Moderna shot seem to have a comparable response with any booster. Number 4, students at Howard University are staging a sit-in at the Blackburn University Center, while university officials say some of the participants could face expulsion if they continue. Student demonstrators are demanding representation on the university's board of trustees and want something to be done to address housing conditions in student dorms. With tuition being nearly $50,000 a year, students say they're frustrated with how Howard's administration has handled the situation. Number 5, just in time for the holidays. If you're shopping for the doll lover in your life, pick up the newest multicultural doll by Origin Bees. This woman-owned business strives to improve racial equity through play, offering a variety of black and brown shades and hair curl patterns. Find out more about the brand, now available at Target online in today's Black Business Spotlight. And here's your daily inspiration from Yogi's Jewels. Life is a series of choices. Choose music that inspires. Mary J. Blige's Just Fine, Fine, Fine. Check out the newest album of our very own social activist, Quinn Townsend Riley, and She Worthy, available on all streaming platforms now. Thank you to our What You Need to Know partner, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. To subscribe to my free daily newsletter, please visit SybylWilkes.com. Be informed, be empowered.
All right, y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed the show today. Again, I appreciate all the folks on the different platforms for
It's Sybil
tuning
Wilkes.
in and giving us your time and your attention. I definitely don't take it lightly, but as always, not this, definitely this. Y'all be blessed. I'll talk to you on Monday. Oh my goodness, Monday. Y'all be blessed.